What's going on, my roadies? My name is Dustin, and welcome to an interesting video. I kind of want to discuss something that has kind of bothered me for the past couple of months in Black Desert. So tonight I was streaming on YouTube, and if you guys are new to my channel, by the way, I do live streams, usually like Monday through Friday if I'm motivated enough, like sometime in the afternoon, like 6 p.m. or something like that, Pacific time. So if you're interested, you should subscribe for that, or just I guess other future videos, kind of on a hiatus, not really posting a lot these days. But I'm making this video to hopefully raise some awareness about the Kunoichi target chase ability. It's the SQ move. If we look underneath the skills menu, you can actually see target chase. I'm blind right now, don't mind me. Target chase, actually it's not. Don't even know my own class. Target chase underneath the main, there it is. So target chase is SQ, or down Q is what you use for it. It gives you sprint speed plus 20% for 20 seconds with no stamina consumed. Skill is not applied in a non-combat stance. So now if I'm around town and I hit the button to do it, and you know I can move around. You can see my stamina bar whenever I use abilities and such. You see it down there, but then when I start running, it continues to climb up, no problem. Now, there's an issue with this, that if you hit SQ, sometimes it doesn't apply the buff. It'll apply the cooldown, but not the buff. And I do apologize in the stream. It's a little grainy, a little filmy, but let's review that footage. Pay attention to me over here. Me? Yeah, not that loser over there. Me right here. That is past me, but sorry, I just couldn't help it. So essentially what happens here is I'm gonna try to play this maybe at different speeds. So I'm gonna play this at like maybe 0.10 speed. So right here you can see that my target chase is about to run out in 2 seconds. Now again, this is very slow speed. Let's speed it up a little bit. So it just went away. I go from shift right mouse button here, and then I think I tap A and then left mouse, and then I tap S and Q real quick. Watch it right here. Boop. There's the cooldown, but no buff. So that was an A LMB, which is like a sideways ability, and then apply the buff, but the cooldown applies, but not the actual effect. And just so we can like see that again, this is normal speed right here. Nothing. One more time. Right there. Nothing. Okay, no problem. You know, maybe it was a fluke. You know, maybe that tends to happen sometimes. You know, so into the buff. I'm talking about it during the live stream and such. Hit a buff again. Oh, it worked. Okay, no problem. It worked the second time. Just no big deal. You know, it's fine. Go a little bit further though. Let's see. We go to use it one more time right over here. Oh. Wait. Okay, yeah, it's still working. There's the 20-second buff. Okay. No big deal. I think I may have like skipped back to myself with that. That's weird. 2 second, 1 second, 0 second, and anytime now. Not seeing the buff. Okay, there. Okay, still working. Okay. A little further. This is like another buff later. 3, 2, 1. Buff runs out. And oh my goodness. Did you see that? There's 18 second, but not. Oh, okay. We found it. Okay. So let's go back. We're gonna enhance this a little bit. Oh, did you see it? Oh, there it was. You blinked, you missed it. Okay, so this is, let's analyze this. So we're going in W and shifts. Oh man, I was gonna make a funny bit and I totally messed up the playback. All right, so here we go. Okay. Oh boy. Whew. I love stuff like this. So we got 1 second left on the buff. We're gonna play this at 0.10 speed. So the cooldown also has, it looks like 2 seconds, but it might be like a 1 second delay a little bit, which is also another weird thing. It's 1 second now, and this is 0. So now it's gone, and it's gone over here. Okay, so F is the ability I'm using right now. F, if we take a look at the Awakening, F is, I'm about to go over all these. is the chain crash Sashakram. So watch it again. So your character throws down the Sashakram on the ground. It does like a Beyblade, let it rip sort of thing, dealing all this sort of AoE damage. It's a pretty good ability. In fact, it's like one of the first ones I use when I'm like going after a pack of mobs, which is why I'm using it now. So going back into it, let's watch this one more time. Okay, let's just speed this up just a little bit. So going into the group, so running forward with W and shift. I think at one point I used, no, just run up to it, and then we hit F. So I hit F to go forward, blink forward. I then hit F to use that ability. I hit F multiple times apparently. And we're watching up here. What do I hit? Animation's still playing. I think I hit A and then L and B again. Interesting. And then SQ. Boom. Cooldown applied, not the buff. So there seems to be, so far in both of these, A and L and B has caused this issue twice. Now, I don't know if it's some weird timing with just that ability or if it's other abilities as well. So here I'm talking about it again, and I'm not really going to play the whole clip here, but this is me demonstrating that the buff is not in play. The cooldown's in effect, but not the effect itself, which is weird. And then here in a second, once the buff actually runs out, I reapply the effect and then show off what it's supposed to look like after talking about what the time is in the stream to try to remember where it is for the sake of this video. So moving around, and just to prove it, there it goes. It works no problem if I'm standing completely still. Now my thought process with this is this only just this ability? Is it only just, now that I know it's left L and B, does it affect right ways as well? Well, allow me to attempt that. Okay, so we're in Velia. Let's attempt this again. So it's going to be, it's like I immediately instinctively did it. So it's L and B and left mouse button. So we go left, L and B, and then hit that. Now I'm a little like cold right now because I haven't been playing the game a whole lot. So by that I mean my fingers aren't warmed up, but okay, so it applied that time. If only the effect wasn't 20 seconds long. I mean, it's a great effect. Target chase is a really good ability for Kuno to be able to do stuff, but it worked just fine on that time again. So I'm curious if this is a common thing, because it seems to be very random in when it occurs. So I'm going to maybe mimic some of the things that I did. So that second pack, I was running up to it. I remember I hit W and then I hit that, and then no, still worked. It's a very, it must be like like within millisecond timing or something like that. I'm not sure. Like the last time the effect was off cooldown for a second or two as well. So I'm gonna try this a few times and see how it goes. Oh, upon further review, it looks like it's not just that. I threw in a space bar in the middle of that. Let me see if I can show you guys. So F, this is the F ability going. I hold down A for a second, I then left mouse button, I then hit space bar, go into guard stance, and then I do it. So maybe it's a guard stance thing. So F. Hold on. It is. I just did it again. So it's while you're in a guard stance. I'm gonna try this one more time, you know, just in case, maybe a fluke, you never know. Okay, so let's try this one more time. So F. Okay, that time it applied it. There's some weird timing going on here. It's very difficult to tell because the stream is done in 30 frames a second and this is like 3 frames a second. It's just very pixely and blurry. So space. Okay, so this right here, we are in guard stance and I hit the button to do it, and that's all I'm doing is I'm in the middle of guard stance holding down the 2 buttons. And then it like flickers guard stance a little bit. I don't know if that's what the ability normally does. No, it doesn't. Okay, so now it's not wanting to cooperate, but you did see it. I'm gonna try this a few more times. There we go. So it is something to do with guard stance, and that specifically. There's like a weird timing where you can get it to activate, and I don't know if it's just with that guard stance, because of the guard stance moves, spacebar is one. You also have down L and B is another one when it's not on cooldown. Shift R and B for me, I think that's the core ability that I have set up. And then Lunatic Discus, Shift F is another one. And then I guess there was this one too, Q, but it's weird. Okay, so let's try. It is. I just did it again. So target chase for some reason is affected by that. Is that a normal thing in this game? Hold on, let me. It's applied to non-combat stance. Is not applied. It doesn't say anything about it not being able to like do in a certain stance. Like Lunar Discus. That's the wrong one, Dustin. Hold on. It's hard to get that one because I guess I could try it on Chakram Spin. Let me try it on a few other abilities and see my research conduct. Let me conduct some research. Okay, so for some reason it's stances. I can't do the invulnerability because that's just whatever, but it affects all stances. If I spam the hotkey after doing something, the cooldown applies but not the buff, which, to be fair, I don't know if that's necessarily that big of an issue. It's just something that has bothered me, and I'm glad I know now what the answer is. And if it is a problem, if it's working as intended, then okay, but it's just weird that sometimes it works. Like that time I wasn't spamming it, I just kind of let the animation play out, and there are other times where if you go to do it, it just doesn't work. So at the very least, we have some answers. If there's been something that's kind of just not been right since the reboot or something, leave a comment down below. I'm going to be reporting, not really reporting, but just making a ticket, just making sure the devs are aware of this. I don't know if they're aware of it because it seems like it's just such a very tiny little thing on a class that I personally, excuse me, I'm being attacked by burps. It's a class that I personally enjoy. Kuno is a class I just love hooping. What can I say? But there are other classes I'm sure that have little things that just haven't really been fully fleshed out, or maybe they're actually fleshed out now and beforehand it was just not working as intended. I will say that the only time that I ever noticed the target chase doesn't work sometimes has been after the reboot, not before. And my playstyle hasn't really changed a whole lot since December. I've just refined the timings of everything a little bit, so maybe that has something to do with why it doesn't work half the time. I don't know. But if this video has been informative, or maybe might help share some information about the classes and some quirks, like I said, leave a comment down below on some of the issues that might not be working exactly the same since the reboot. Kuno is one of the older classes in the game too, so maybe there's something with when they went to update like the Kuno, Ninja, and many of the other old classes that now they're working properly that they can't really undo or something. I don't know. Upon further review, most of the secession skills have no issues with the target chase conflicting with it. In my experience, it's only been the Sashakram, so there's got to be something that when you go to use the Sashakram, it uses different frames. Maybe it's a longer animation cycle to use with the Sashakram, or maybe it's because your character actually, like, there's a lot more movement and animation with it, so maybe there's something where it animation cancels the buff out of existence, but the cooldown still applies. I don't know for sure, but... And if this never gets fixed, it's not like it's a big problem. It's just a minor inconvenience for 20 seconds whenever it doesn't work. Editing Dustin out. Worst case situation, they just ignore us, and we just have little quirks that we gotta look out for and play around a little bit. And to be honest, and to be fair, it's the developers. They choose to make their game however they want. I've personally loved Black Desert. I hope nothing but the best for the Pearl Abyss team. I hope that this game continues to be around for years to come. But at the end of the day, they make the shots, and we decide whether to play their games or not. There, I said it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Greatly appreciate it. And until next time, stay safe, take it easy, and God bless.